On today's video of nature vlogs, we've got Bay polypore, a sapiferous, aka a wood-loving, wood-eating fungi in the family Polyparaceae. And next to it on this other log is turkey tails, its cousin, another member of the Polyparaceae family, with insects galore. It's gonna break down this log, eat it, and turn it into nutrients that it can eat. And yes, this is edible apparently, but it's very bitter, I think. So, and some other kinds of gilled little mushrooms. Yeah. Polyparaceae family, folks. We got bay polypores and turkey tails, and other stuff. Over this way, we'll find out what we've got in store. Bunch of onion grass, little dead needles. Little white butterflies love to suck on these things. They love the purple flowers. I don't know what this is. I'm no botany expert, folks, okay? I just am someone that downloaded iNaturalist like a month ago. A bunch of I don't even know what these are. A lot of things I don't know. I think these might be Dame's Rocket or something. But a bunch of dandelions here. And then, over by that light post, I've got a little pet plant. Well, I didn't plant him or anything, but I've seen him grow up over the months. Here he is, the great mullion of my apartment complex. You see the rosette, some of the leaves at the bottom are kind of drying out, but he's gonna shoot up a freaking sprout and flower this year, I'm sure. And I hope he doesn't get cut down, because I want to see him flower. Even though he is technically an invasive species. I like his fluffy leaves. But yeah, there's a bunch of basic landscaping plants here. There's like honeysuckles and freaking awful. You can see in the distance, that's a Bradford pear. I don't know why people plant those. They're like everywhere here. They smell like shit and they're highly invasive. But they have nice pretty flowers, at least. Hey, look at that. There's a little mourning dove right there. It's moving very slowly. But here we've got a nice little decoration from the apartment complex. It's a twisted thing of freaking steel. It's not only twisted, but it's bent and like corkscrewed. I don't know how that even happened. Then you've got the benches with concrete attached to them so they don't get stolen. Over here, there's like a gazillion little red dead nettles. You can see all the red dead nettles and a bunch of honeygrass. Hey, little butterfly. I'm sure he's gonna be drinking up on the red dead ones. But I'll show you the Bradford pear, I guess. Close. Here's something. I think it's like an apple relative or something. Again, I'm not an expert. I just have iNaturalist and I scan things sometimes. Little maple. But yeah, here's the notorious Bradford pear. This thing. It's got these weird branches that go straight up. So you can see it like right there. And they smell, it's not, I'm exaggerating a little bit. The smell is not the worst thing in the world. To me, it smells like really gross cooking oil, like really gross olive oil. Like really like plasticky, synthetic, I don't know. Not good. Not at all good. But some people call it like a fishy smell. I personally don't smell it like that. But it's dropping these pretty little flowers, petals. So, anyway, I want to show you the river birch. That looks pretty. Right here we've got some violets. They're still blooming. You know, some violets are still blooming. Most of the violets have already kind of died away. Not died, but the flowers are gone. Here's some kind of bramble. Voice crack. Some kind of bramble in the rose family. Whoa, look at that. Gigantic freaking bumblebee. Drinking up on the red dead nettles. Another one right there. There's two gigantic bumblebees. But yeah, this thing, it's in the genus Rubus. So it's related to like blackberries and raspberries and stuff. It might be one of those things, but probably not. There's another bumblebee over there. But we'll see what it is once it flowers. I have no idea what it is. This thing, it was pointing down to the ground, so I kind of buried the tip right there. Because I read that if, like brambles, if they're in the ground, they'll shoot up little suckers from where they're in the ground. But yeah, here's the river birches. They've got their catkins out. They're all kind of blooming. And it looks like just a million little like hanging, I don't know, it looks really pretty against the sky, I think. It's like a million little hanging things. It's cool. Speaking of cool, there's like this cool like branch that's corkscrewed around. We see a ton of that here. A bunch of brambles just like twirling over each other. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys get iNaturalist because it's honestly really fun to like scan things, animals and fungi and plants, see what they are. We got a willow tree that's collapsed here. It's still thriving. Got a bunch of stuff out. But you can see a bunch of pollinators surrounding that. Some weird brush here. And, I'm gonna go over that way and I'll show you guys what's over there. So. There's a bunch of like little circles of darker colored grass and a million little dandelions. But I don't even know why the grass is making little circles like that. I don't know if it's like different species or what. So if you know, just let me know. There's nothing like super crazy over here. So I don't know why I walked all the way. But there's like a bunch of brambles and stuff. So, lots of animals too, so maybe you can see some kind of animal that's interesting. Let's see, I think there's another Bradford pear there. Smells great, I'm sure. I think it's a lot of like maples and like honeysuckles. Honeysuckles are another common landscaping plant. A ton of robins. Oh, I think this is a bullhead thistle, like a gigantic one. I mean, peppered with Bradford pear petals right now, falling out of the sky. Yeah, here's another big bramble. We'll see what it is once it flowers. Again, I have no idea. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here, I guess. So, I don't know what this is. Some weird, like, dried out shrub. But there's one more thing I want to show. So I'm gonna cut and I'll come back once I'm there. Got a little sidetracked. Here's some stork's bills, I'm pretty sure. Little flowers. I think they're from Africa, like North Africa. I could be wrong. I think I remember that's where they're from. But yeah, guys, just download iNaturalist. It's free. It's literally so fun to just scan things and see what they're called and be more like familiar with the plants in your area, and to see if they're like native or invasive, and what family they're part of. And if you guys really want to have some fun, just go on Google and look up what family is like a particular plant or animal or fungi or even bacteria from, and it'll show you the family it's from, and you can see everything else that's in that family, like what family are squirrels in. It'll say they're in this family, and they're related to like groundhogs and meerkats and marmots and all these other things. And it's just really interesting to see how everything's related to each other, like freaking genetically. Yeah, it's just really interesting to see how things were organized. Some weird little fiery red things. I'm amazed this tree still has leaves on it. Like leaves from the fall. But we're almost at the thing I want to show. Just around this corner, there's some kind of tree, and it's absolutely dog shit covered in galls. Right there, this tree right here. If you don't know what galls are, it's these little growths on trees and other plants that are like enacted, I guess, by insects. As you can see, little focus, little gall here. I think these are all like, yeah, I think these are all galls on this tree. I don't even know what kind of tree it is. I think it might be a pear. It might be a Bradford pear. It's not really blooming. Maybe the galls have something to do with that. Maybe they're harming the tree somehow. But yeah, little bugs like gall wasps, for example, or gall midges, they'll like sting, or they won't sting, but they'll lay their eggs in a particular part of a plant, like the stem or the leaves or the bark or something, or even the fruit. And it'll create this like chemical reaction that'll affect the plant, the host plant's ability to stop its cells from growing, or it'll make the cells grow. It's like cancer, basically. It'll make the cells grow out of control. So these are not like built by the insect. These are the plant cells, but they're just like out of control and growing into these weird like tumors, basically. And the larvae from the insects, they'll grow up in there and they'll eat their way out. So yeah, that thing's just absolutely covered. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things, even in this Midwest Michigan like apartment complex that's been like heavily landscaped. There's still interesting things. So just get out there and, you know, observe things, draw things even. It's just really cool to you know, see everything and understand the plant life and everything. You'll feel more connected with nature. Right now I feel more connected with nature. Also watch the YouTube channel Crime Pays But Botany Doesn't. That's a really good one if you want to get into this kind of thing. Very educational and entertaining. And yeah, thanks for watching.